Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome if you're new here, and thank you and welcome if you're a return viewer and subscriber. Now you might just see Millie there in the corner and hear her purring. She's here on my lap, as she often is for tea leaf readings. She seems to love the smell of tea. I haven't actually looked in the cup yet, but we'll see what comes out. This reading is general, so it could be personal messages for you, or it could be more global scale messages. So take what resonates and leave the rest. You may even see things in the cup, by the way, that could be personal messages for you from spirit. So keep your eyes peeled and feel free to share in the comments anything you see as well. So I'm just going to have a quick look in the cup, so bear with me while I see what pops out at me right away. Well, I'm seeing P and 3, first of all. P could be your initial. 3, you might be seeing 3 a lot. 33, 333. 3 can be about balance and alignment. Maybe that's what some of you are trying to do right now. Find, what I'm hearing is work-life balance. Some of you feel you need to do that. You need to sort of balance things a little bit, or you've been doing that potentially. I'm seeing a feather, so some of you might see a lot of feathers on your path. I have been recently, been seeing quite a few of them. I go through phases where I see them a lot, then I don't, so you might be the same. And that can be a sign left for you from your ancestors, angels, a sign of hope, love, guidance. You might even see something next to the feather, if it's on the street, for example. That could be a sign that happened to me the other day, actually. And actually below that I'm seeing a 4. That's what's making me think that. So it could be something like that, a number that you see, or an item. Okay, Millie's just left now, by the way. You might have just heard her jump off. Do you know what? I'm seeing a lot of 4s actually. So yeah, 444, angels around you, leaving you signs for some of you. And 4 is also about stability and security. So it could be also, this is a reassurance, for some of you who are feeling a bit unstable. I'm suddenly getting that some of you, in your surroundings, you're not feeling like you fit in, whether that's your home or work. That's what I'm getting mainly here. And you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, stuck. You don't know what to do. These signs are not only giving you support, but kind of giving you a nudge. You might then see a sign that inspires you to move, for example. I'm seeing a tree as well, sign of growth, expansion. Yeah, some of you, that stuck feeling's linking. You feel like you're not growing in your current situation, whether that's your work or a relationship. I'm really feeling a stagnant relationship. Things are stale. It's like reached its limit. That can happen, by the way, with karmic relationships in particular. People outgrow each other. As they grow, they outgrow each other once you've learnt the lessons. And that's when karmic situations end. But even with work, maybe you're feeling dissatisfied, you want to do more. So look out for signs. You might receive some inspiration. Now, I've got to point this out. I'm seeing 2 Zs there at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that. Could be your initial, but I've just suddenly heard Zimbabwe there. Maybe you're in Zimbabwe or you're from Zimbabwe, you're going to travel there. Something around this energy from there. I feel for some of you, you're living here in the UK, so I'm in the UK, but you're from Zimbabwe. That's very specific, but I just wanted to put that one out there. Could be something about the country. I'm seeing a 2 as well, and 13. Now 13 in tarot is the death card, number of the death card, which is about transformation. So changes, maybe for people with the initial Z in particular. I'm also seeing 14 down the bottom there. So these could be dates of birth, life path numbers, significant dates as well. There's something interesting that's just come through. I'm seeing an angel at the side here, and it's like this angel, or the divine, let's say, is bringing news to us, and it's quite deep-rooted stuff. So stuff being revealed globally, I feel. And a lot of this is around deception. Before this reading, actually, I've just remembered I was hearing karma. It's interesting, I was saying about karmic relationships. Yeah, I think that's the theme, actually, for this reading. Wow. Now, they're blocking my throat chakra. You might hear it. This happens channeled. So yeah, definitely things that have been suppressed. Excuse me, everyone. I don't want to pause it because this all comes through in real time. People who've been silenced might be guided by the divine, so that's where the feathers are linking, to start speaking up. And this is where truth is going to start to come to light. This is about corruption, I'm hearing. And as I say about karma, a lot of these cases, you know, the ones that I look into on my channel, for example, true crime and global news, you know, a lot of that is karma. It's stuff playing out from the past, you know, so it's generational. The same thing in families as well, in relationships, as I said. But we're reaching a point now, turning point, where the truth's coming out, you know, things are shifting, energy shifts that I've been talking about. And that's what I'm seeing. And it's interesting, I saw 3 Z. So it really could be something around countries beginning with Z. 3 for like things balancing out. I'm hearing 4 for stability, yeah. We had P, so I'm hearing Portugal, actually, that as well, and also hearing Brazil, South American countries coming through. I'm seeing 14 at the bottom, a lot of 14s. That's the number of temperance in tarot, so balance, but also a lot of you might be seeing double numbers like that. That can sometimes be a sign to pay attention. You know, again, it could be the divine, your angels, guiding you in some way with the numbers. It can be a sign of awakening, which some people are going through, and that's what's bringing this change in the collective. It's sort of about people wanting justice and speaking up. That's really coming through here, actually. I'm seeing a lot of musical notes, as I often do, so that's linking with the 14. I feel, in terms of listening to music that calms you. I'm seeing a swan, as I'm getting ballet, classical Swan Lake coming through as well. And there's a big A down the bottom there. Not sure if you can see that. Could be your initial. Could be Australia, I'm just suddenly hearing. And there's a 4 below. So again, stability. Maybe changes in Australia to come. Something quite significant there, I feel. Yeah, do you know what? I'm seeing a dragon there next to the A. So some sort of big change, I feel, in Australia. I'm feeling like strength, power coming through. Maybe a change in leadership. I'm seeing a lot of 11s, so you might be seeing 1111. Again, a sign of awakening. But I'm also getting with our divine connections, soul connections, who are going to be reuniting, uniting potentially in the near future. I can't really say when, obviously. This is when these people are aligned, and I feel there are some big missions here that these connections have. I feel again it's linked to karma, it's linked to bringing justice to others, speaking the truth, bringing things to light, sharing their light with others as well, helping others feel confident and able to do the same. Yeah, I'm hearing partnerships, so if not romantic connections, partnerships. I'm seeing 17, the number of the star in tarot, which is about healing and hope. People, as I said, light workers who are going to bring this feeling of hope and inspiration to others through their work. I'm really feeling. Just see if I can see anything. Now, it's also, wow, I'm seeing a cat there. Not sure if you can see with the tail. Now, Millie, wow, she's right on cue. She just jumped up. She ran in the room and jumped up. You might just see her there on my lap. I think you heard us, Millie, didn't you? How interesting. And now she's just jumped down again. Okay, so cats. Yeah, now cats are very intuitive, spiritual. They sense things. So you may really feel a connection with cats. You might have a cat. But you're being guided to trust your intuition in terms of what you hear. I'm getting AI suddenly coming through. So yeah, be mindful of what you hear, because there is a lot of misinformation, obviously, fake news, but some will be real, and I think it's going to be a time of discerning between the truth and what's false. And that's where these light workers are going to have a big, crucial role in terms of helping people discern and maybe listen to them, and realise that other stuff out there is not real. So yeah, deception. There is going to be some deception, I'm hearing. So we've got to be like cats. Cool cats. I'm also seeing a butterfly. It's interesting, there's a butterfly in the tea and there's a butterfly and there's also, how apt. So you might see butterflies, sign of freedom. Free yourself. Be creative. Use your creativity to express yourself with that blocked throat chakra that came out. It's interesting, the cup's blue. You might want to wear blue as well. But yeah, express yourself. Could be, as I said, if it's not creating something new of your own. That's what I'm hearing. Some of you want to do that. You want to create things of your own. You've always wanted to do it, or you do it and you're not sure whether to put it out there. Why not? I'm hearing, go for it. Take that leap of faith. And for some of you, it could be about opening up to someone. So it could be about reaching out to this person in your heart, potentially. For some of you, wow, so that's really interesting in terms of the tea leaf messages. Now I'm going to bring in some cards from this new deck for the channel, Wild Woman Rising. You might have seen this in previous readings. This was kindly gifted by the lovely Kiana. I really love these cards and the nature in these cards. So let's just see what other messages we might get with these. I love it. We got the wolf again. Now this came out recently in, I think it was my spiritual guidance reading. Howl with fairness. Now that really links to the throat chakra, doesn't it? Let it out. You know, you might want to do a wolf's howl. Have you ever tried doing that? I've done it before. It's really liberating. But yeah, being creative, connecting with your wild side. Maybe something, could be an ancestral gift that you know you have, or it could be something that comes out of you. We got a 1 for a new beginning, starting something new, trying something new, a new approach, potentially tapping into that inner wisdom of the wolf. Obviously wolves are often in packs, and we had the connections come out. So this could be about finding your tribe. The wolf is also guiding you to be courageous in terms of maybe starting something new, if that's what you're thinking about. Taking a leap of faith, reaching out to someone, for example. So there's some guidance with that one. Let's see if we can get another beautiful message. Oh, I love it. We got be tender. With this one, wow, and there's a koala. So isn't that interesting? We got Australia come through in the cup, and now we've got a koala. So something around Australia strongly coming out here. Now it's also number 32. It breaks down to a 5. So yeah, changes in Australia. I thought also with the leaves, that can be a sign of a new beginning. And I feel a message here to be tender and loving with yourself. Now, a koala is also about safety, security, the home. And we had 4 come out in the cup. So something about things being more stable, potentially in Australia, Asia, as we had in the cup. I'm also seeing this is the sun, this is the moon. So balance, divine feminine, divine masculine energies. Also soul connections again, soulmates, connecting, reconnecting. These could be your spirit animals also that have come out here. So self-love coming out, and be strong are the signs. This could be guidance for some of you, you know, maybe it's time to speak up. Put yourself first. Maybe you always put others first. It's time for you to be loving and kind with yourself. Get yourself out there, do something new, be courageous, potentially. Aren't they beautiful cards, everyone? I've also just noticed the big feather here. And obviously we had the feather in the cup, so definitely a sign there. If you see a feather, pay attention to what you were thinking about. When you see a feather as well, could be your sign to take that leap of faith with the number 1. If you see 1, 111, 1111, for example, or 555 for a change. Love it. I also want to bring in one of the Hedgewitch Oracle cards. Again, quite a new deck for the channel. These are again lovely for nature messages. So what else with these? Wow. We got mint. Now, members, you'll know that this came out recently with a rabbit. And I was saying it's appropriate for me because I love mint. And I know some of you grow your own mint, which is lovely. So maybe you love mint tea, or you've been guided to use it in cooking. You could have a rabbit. Now, a rabbit is a sign of swift changes, fertility as well. So, you know, something new, maybe planting something new, could even be plants, mint, for example. The key word's hospitality. So I'm also feeling a sign here to reach out to someone, potentially maybe have a cup of tea with them, you know, socialise. Could be about those connections, you know, reconnecting. Could be afternoon tea, I'm hearing, just randomly. That's your way of doing it. So love that. So yeah, I'm really feeling some of you might be thinking about planting maybe your own produce, or maybe you do that already, but you're thinking about expanding, growing your own flowers, but also produce. That's coming through. Green-fingered people coming out. Animal lovers. Wow, well, 3 have come out there, so we're going to take these as bonus messages. How beautiful. We got love come out first of all with the flowers. So love on the way. For some, I did see the connections in the cup. You might see a dove as a sign, or a white feather. It's number 10, so there could be endings in love as well. As I was saying before about karmic connections. And people as well with the be tender, who put themselves first, you know. They start to realise what they want. Listening to the voice of the soul, I'm hearing. And we've got beautiful wild violet flowers. Oh, that's wonderful. Basil as well. I love basil for cooking. I use it a lot. So you might do as well. So we're definitely getting, with mint and basil, I feel some of you have these herbs that you plant yourself in your garden or your allotment, for example, or you use this in cooking. The key word is abundance. So that's what you draw in if you use basil, potentially. And that's so interesting. Number 13, everyone. You may remember I saw that in the cup and I said about transformation happening. So yeah, I really feel that, actually. You are manifesting abundance and love for some of you. If you've been tender and kind with yourself, growing as a person, maybe honest about your own feelings, honest with yourself and others, this is what I feel's coming in. Wow, and we got strength as a key word here as well, which links with the fairness. The strength and courage of the wolf and the eagle, bird of prey. Love it, yeah, because obviously bird of prey is about seeing from a high perspective. Obviously an eagle will circle for a while in the air before swooping down for its prey. So that could be what's happening at the moment. Maybe you have your eye set on something you want to do, this new beginning. For some of you, this is someone who's got their eye on you in terms of love. We got oak come out here as well, so yeah, a symbol of strength for sure coming through. Beautiful to have all of these powerful animals as well, because I love this deck because it's got nature and animals. So some of these could be your spirit animals as well. Share in the comments if any of these resonate for you, if you wish. I've just noticed that this card's number 5 for change, and obviously this was 32, break down to 5. And I think I said before you might see 555. I was curious to just pull out the book for basil and see what else it says. And it says can be used in spells for prosperity and good luck. An old proverb says, where basil grows, no evil goes. Saint Elena, the mother of Constantine the Great, stepped on basil while searching for the true cross. She was so heartened by the smell of the crushed herb that she asked for the plant to be dug up and must discovered the cross buried beneath. In Greece, you'll often see a priest using a sprig of basil to bless the congregation and ward off evil. Basil is associated with with midsummer and the waxing moon. So yeah, you can also use it for spells as well as cooking. So that's really interesting. I also feel this card though is about self-love, giving love unconditionally and without fear. So being tender with yourself and with others, obviously. So I really love all of the cards that have come out here. What a beautiful array of nature, animals and plants that have come out. So I really hope you've enjoyed the messages with the cards and the tea leaves. Do let us know in the comments if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. Sending peace of a night to you all.